justice which says that the individual, his life, his aspirations and desires, the way he goes on through his life and so on, is the holy and final purpose for itself, that should be and must be respected, even if this individual life, its aspirations, desires, and so on are meaningless for me or someone else, state or some other collective entity or agency. And this is precisely the reason why socialist ideology is on the very basic level unjust. It has pretension to know what is the best for the people, because it wants to change their bad nature even without their consent. That is the reason why socialism is totalitarian or authoritarian oriented ideology. Because the individual life is a unique fact of the universe, there is a deep, and one could say almost cosmic justice and moral demand that bind us to respect this incredible fact of life. Liberal conception is based on this profound respect of the right of the individual to govern his own life the way he wants, even if that is objectively mistaken.
Like Marx, obviously opposed private property. And if you read the Communist Manifesto, not only was he determined to abolish the family, but one of the main targets was private property. And the communists actually abolished not only the private property of the means of the production, but they also tried to limit as much as possible private property. Because why? Because they knew that basically individuality of a person expresses itself through property. And what they denied is the uniqueness of individual. They wanted to create a new man, which would be a homo sovietikus, if you want, who would be equal, who would have similar needs, who would be completely devoid of any individuality. And of course, in order to achieve self-fulfillment, you need private property. What puzzles me is that although if one looks at the results of three terms of Margaret Thatcher, 2 terms of Ronald Reagan, which in my view were the best prime minister in history of UK, and the same goes for 20th century United States, that with the appearance of current crisis, you have a bounce back to false liberalism. That false liberals, like, well, actually socialists, are actually ruling the game. That you have what we thought of the economists, that Lord Keynes is dead. And yet, if one analyzes the policies adopted by the bailout packages by the Western governments, one would see that it is not that classical liberal ideas are those that are ruling, but it is the false liberalism, actually socialism, that is gaining the upper hand.